Today on review, we are looking at Trial Evolution Origins of Pain, which is the DLC that recently have came out for Trial Evolution, and you can get it over on FBot Live for 400 Microsoft points, also known as $5. The DLC add a lot of new things here, but let's start off with the single player stuff mainly. So at all levels here, you're going to be getting 36 new levels, which in return is all way more challenging than the original Trial Evolution. 36 might sound fairly simple for a lot of people. Most of these levels are made for affiliate players. A bet to be dying a lot if you're fairly new to Trial or not very good at it. It takes a little more patience and a little more trial and error and technique. But you still can get through all the level. None of the level is hard enough to stop you from moving on till you get to the stream tracks. Just bet to be going from a perfect one down to maybe 20 or 30 falls. But if you're skillful in Trial, this is a good thing. This is actually giving more challenge, and also since these are official tracks, you can easily keep track of your score appealed to your friends. Also, what you be getting in the single player here is a new bike, literally a new bike, which is a BMX bike. But in the level, they only require you to do one circuit with it bike, which is 3 levels. But you can use it in all 36 new tracks if you so desire, but you cannot take this bike back to the original game, because the new DLC take place on a whole new island. And that will play into, of course, the modding side of it, which we will get to in a moment. But the other thing you will get here in the single player game is, of course, 2 new minigames. With one of the minigames, it mainly made up of you being shot out of a cannon and try to land as far away as possible, but the minigame itself doesn't exactly make any sense and they don't explain it well, and overall it's just not that fun. The second minigame is of course a game that some people might remember from the original Trial HD, which is a hill climbing game, which is made up of you trying to get as high as possible to beat all your friends. And only this in a hill instead of just going straight up to keep it more interesting. They throw in a little bit of items that you gotta do platforming overall. This is obviously out of the 2 minigames the best and the most addicting out of the new minigame. But as far as the body scene is concerned, like I mentioned, this takes place on a new island, which you can build your new levels on, and on top of that, you will get over 100 new items for your level creation. And with everything in the new DLC being made from the new item, playing the single player game will give you an idea of what you can expect from the item and maybe give you some idea of what you can do with the new items, right along with some of the new triggers, weather effects, and so on. And in the multiplayer side, you have of course 10 new motocross levels, which you can waste up to 4 players. The main difference here is these levels are a lot more challenging. This is no longer about put your pedal to the metal and see who can get to the end. The fact that now you're gonna have to do a little bit of skillfulness in here to keep it a little fresh, and it's actually quite interesting and fun if you can get 4 people around, or at least 2. But it only 10 new levels here, so you will want through them fairly quickly. And then the other thing that they have added here outside of the bike is some new equipment for your character. Where it might be shorts, helmets, outfits, and so on. And most of these are extremely pricey, and a lot of them are actually referring to other Microsoft properties, such as Castle Crasher, Halo, Skyrim, and so on. So, if you got a whole bunch of money sitting around you don't know what to do with, now here's your chance to actually buy some stuff that actually might matter to you to decorate your widle. So, overall, the DLC might not be for everybody, but if you are very much in competition with your friend and want some challenging new levels, or you're just a model and you want some new item to help you create some new level, you can't really go wrong here overall. Any of the new levels are not totally rememberable, they get the job done. And for $5, how can you say no to a expansion pack like this? So overall, I give Trial Evolution Origin of Pain a 3 out of 5.